right, shalom, shalom. All right, shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites coming out here day in, day out, prophesy the downfall of America, modern day Babylon, spiritual Sodom in Egypt, and the uprising of Israel, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans as a hope for elect. You know, we're out here again by the Spirit, the mercy of the Most High. So we're gonna give all praises to you. Rakhtay Yahweh, Rakhtay El Shai, the honors to the apostles, the elders, bishops, great millstone. What's salutation, brothers, teaching word for the hope for elect. Soon to be the elect, inside will. The hope was the elect, shalom, blessings, man, women, and children. We're gonna get right into it, man. You know, hopefully it's edifying. It's gonna be called when the wicked are in authority, man. And we know that wicked to be the so-called white man, he rules the world, you know. And when he's in authority, it's like the scriptures say, the scriptures don't lie, the people mourn, you know. So even though they sometimes seem like they're having a good time, well, they're partying and bullshit. They living their life out as much as they can because they know that this world is over, you know. They know and at least know they ain't got no time left, man. So this is what's going on in America. This bullshit that's happening with it is high adultery, you know, high levels of witchcraft, high levels of sodomy. That's what happens when you have a wicked ass kingdom going with wicked ass men ruling the world, man. And our people don't understand that. A lot of them are kind of waking up, you know, Wahayar, the war, the 44 Shalom, and the rest of you brothers towards the camp. Shalom, y'all. Go ahead up.
This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. Let's see what we're saying. Yeah. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
People rejoice. So if the righteous, that means, what does that mean? If the righteous are not in authority, because people are not rejoicing. I mean, it's World War III, and the brink of World War III. If people are dealing with issues that they can't believe. You got AI going, people don't even know what's real or not. Shit. You know, especially among our people. That's high. It's ridiculous, man. You know, it's a highly wicked now, highly evil now. You can see that all day on YouTube and TikTok and all that. And then the idolatry in this place, the worship of celebrities and all that, you know, that's high in our high around in black culture and all that. You know, them returning back, trying to get into Egyptology, just remaining in Egyptology, pushing that Africanism shit. That's another thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, just like Squad was saying, and while that stuff's happening, when that wickedness is increasing, the spirit is increasing as well. So Jake, you know, that normally, you know, not catching on the wickedness that's going on in the earth is starting to catch Jake's attention more. To see like, hey, something ain't right, man. Yeah. And Jake's starting to get that spirit, like something got to be done about this. And the Lord be putting them through more strain and more things for him to rely on Yahweh Shai, man. Because we can't make it out of here without Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah. What did it say more? That's it. Oh yeah. So when the people when the wicked authority people mourn, right? So the people are mourning. There's a high suicidal rate. There's the families being broken up, divided even more than ever. With nobody trusting each other, especially when a big COVID hit, man. You know, a silent killer, a scare across the world, man. You know, people wasn't ready for that. Like they wasn't ready for the jab. Now it's celebrities, other people that's making shit public like they wish they wouldn't have took the jab. You know, because people are dropping like flies, man. Mm-hmm. You know, and so people are mourning. They're mourning because the illnesses in this world. They're mourning because they ain't got no freedom like they thought they had. They got, you know, what is it? They call this the kingdom. I mean, they call this you know, a country of freedom and liberty and justice for all, man. And that's the very opposite of what's going on. Even with Trump doing what he's doing, and all the politicians, the politician play, period. It's just like it lets you know that they into folly and shit. You know, the only thing only thing that's serious about it is when the Most High is controlling them to make these prophecies come to pass. But other than that, they foolish politicians, man.
But you know, they children, you know, the Edomites that don't really rule, they starting to come out trying to apologize to us and stuff, man. These MAGA supporters and all them, they starting to come out and apologize because they know there ain't no way out, man.
It says they should complain of an ungodly father because they need to recompense for his sake.
Yep.
So now they crying out saying we sorry for slavery, but it's way too late for that.
Too late.
Most High required that switch is past.
Yeah, man, it's too late for all that.
And then your fathers are still exercising this shit, and you still enjoying it, man. You ain't never seen nobody come against these Christians. Vocab ain't never came against the Sodomites. He ain't never came against the Jewish people that claim that they Jews and stuff. He ain't never been out there protesting in the wintertime and all that. So he's a false ass prophet and demonic energy, man. Go ahead.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
The people mourn, you know. So that's what Most High is ushering in his righteous kingdom. When people rejoice, when the righteous and the authority, people rejoice. Why? Because everything's taken care of. Everything's upright. Everything, you know. You got men mourning because their wives are getting raped by other men or committing adultery. Then you say, well, how you get rid of that problem? Well, they get rid of themselves. They take the laws into their own hand, right? They get rid of them themselves. But that's the law, that you should get put to death when you commit adultery. It's a law that you should commit. A sodomite should get put to death. A witch shall be put to death. She shall burn. So you see what happens when the laws are not exercised in this place, man. The laws of Yahweh Yahushua, not these men laws, you know, traditional men laws. Go ahead and get that one, y'all.
Get a precept real quick.
Go ahead.
It's Job 9:24 said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's the spirit. That's why I just
but you see, I wanted to get that word wicked though. You know, when you go into the
can't miss that scripture though. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That was it was given to them for a certain amount of time, man. Because the Most High wants to his prophecy rules over all, his written word rules over all. So he wants to see, I mean, he want his play movie to play out. It's like you making your own movie. You want to see your work. You write it and you want to see it, you know? Fucking ass, feminine ass, demon ass fag boys over here. That's what happens when the wicked authority too. You got sodomites running around and emotional men and shit. Screaming like little females and shit. Sounding like females and shit. Go ahead.
This is the word in the etymology. Wicked, the word wicked in the etymology. That's Rasha. Rasha. It says said by implication to disturb, violate, condemn, make trouble, vex.
Yeah, like
you see
the filthy conversation that makes righteous lot. You know, the filthy conversation, the wicked filthy conversation is not cuss words, man. The filthy conversation is things that they talk about that's opposite of the Most High. Things that they encourage of themselves that's against the Most High. That's the filthy, wicked conversation. It's not curse words, man. You know? Go ahead.
Yeah, it says
see, this place has been watered down. That's why that the worst thing that you can ever do to somebody is say is a curse word, man. But what about this other BS that's going on around the world, man? What about the schools being taught by drag queens, man? Worrying about little us and our cuss words, man. What about all the other stuff that's going on? What about organ harvesting, man? What about what do you call it? The other one, human trafficking, man. What about the human meat being sold in these restaurants, man?
Yeah.
And it's a fact. It's a fact, man. Yeah. See, Most High, nobody believes the so-called Negro. They got to hear from the so-called white. Well, they saying it too. And pretty soon the government is gonna be like, hey, they just gonna come out with it, man. Like, hey, it is, that people are dead, so hey, we can use that for human meat, And then the society be like, well, yeah, it's human meat, so it ain't nothing wrong with it, because they say it is. Because they say it's not. Go ahead. So the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. That means he got it in his hand to do so whatever he wants in his time to the Most High destroy his ass. Go ahead.
That was it on that.
Okay, read it. Read the scripture. Read the whole scripture.
Oh.
Yeah, go and read it.
It says, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Yeah, he covered the faces of the judges because he covered up Yahweh Shai, the main judge. He covered up the angels. He's a covering cash. He covered up our history of our truth. He fed us slop instead of what we were supposed to learn. In these schools, in these churches, 501c3 charter, hey, these churches are not real. They're not true. He fed us witchcraft. He fed us high sexual perversion. He sold us into this shit, man.
And he ain't gonna never change, Jay.
Nah.
Esau is gonna be wicked to the very end, man.
And if there's such thing, he's getting more wicked if there's a such thing.
Mm-hmm.
But he meaning that he's just out with his shit. His drawers got caught. His pants got caught being pulled down, and now he's like, fuck it, I'm a fuck boy. I don't care. I'm gonna do this. What was the scripture, brother Adam? Was it?
It's Ecclesiasticus 10 verse 3. Want me to read it?
What did it say?
It says an unwise king destroys people. Yeah, it's going into 10. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of going to. But you go right there.
Yeah, we'll. What do you got right now? Oh, yeah, we'll get that right quick. All right.
This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10, and it reads, "Let favor be showed to the wicked."
And make this known fact, man. They don't believe in the Bible. And their children, all these so-called Christian churches, they props, man, to make them act like they good people and shit. But deep inside their soul, like they said in that song, deep within my heart, I do believe. No, deep within their heart, they're wicked ass people, man. They're Karens and Darrens, they're murderers. They rather have us separate, and that's the best thing that could have happened. But Jake wanted to integrate that Martin Luther King shit all coming together was written by them, man. Because they know we stronger apart. It even said, the Most High said he would separate the two, Esau and Jacob. Why y'all trying to come together? Go ahead.
Yeah, well, he not learned righteousness.
Yeah, he got shown favor, man. He was blessed. Even as Esau, he was blessed. The field, the dwelling of the fatness of the earth, the sword. He got a beautiful America, right? Look what he done to America since he been here. Rape, robbed the land of resources, gold and silver, the riches of resources that's supposed to help the earth, man. The elements help the elements, man. But his, it destroys it. Serpent eating his own tail, I think there's a term for that.
Boy.
Yep. That's what he is, man. So, and let favor be shown to him. Go ahead.
Yet will he not learn righteousness.
He will not learn righteousness, because what did it say? God is not in all his thoughts. What did it say? His soul is not right up in him, man. And now when we come out with the Bible, he want to call it a court Bible. He want to call it a religion. He want to call it a whatever. But these are the righteous laws of the Most High, man. It says in the scriptures, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not worship any God but the Most High. Yahweh Shai, his son, being the Savior. Thou shalt not, thou shalt keep the Sabbath holy. You know, thou shalt not, what it say, covet another man's property. That's through your wife. All the scriptures going hand in hand together.
And that's the issue with Jake. A lot of Jakes really they worship themselves, man. That's why they can't get right with Yahweh Shema Shah. They more about pleasing themselves, man. This is about pleasing the Most High, man.
Said they should love us to themselves.
Yep.
And then you know how,
like that,
when you're a little kid, you don't know shit. But then when you get some knowledge under your belt, you think you all that now. Yeah, you got a degree and shit. You got your little house and your woman and your car and shit. Most I don't care about that, man.
Hey, man, Jake always want to have his me time and shit, man. Hey, we came here and been born for one reason, man. That's to execute judgment on these heathens, man. Through the word, man. And get right with the Most High. That's it.
Represent righteousness.
That's it.
Because Most High say, how do you look among these heathens? You know? Then we go out and do the worse than the heathens do, man. He's like, look at my people. You know, if you got somebody that represents you and they be like, and they fuck it all up for you, you gonna be mad as hell, man. Go ahead.
In the land of uprightness.
In the land of uprightness. Go ahead.
He will deal unjustly.
He will deal unjustly, man. You know? Even when he came over here and met the so-called Native Americans, calling them savages and shit, but he murdered them. And then established wickedness upon the land. Woe to him that built a town with blood, man. He established wickedness upon his land. You know, because the so-called Native Americans, our brothers, they tried to keep the law over here, like it says in the scripture. They saw the further land to keep the laws of their power, man. You know, but when Esau got here, he brought diseases, malaria disease, he brought bed bugs, he brought the Spanish flu, all that shit, man, he brought over here. There wasn't no disease. He brought small. You're going to get still captured, man. You know, because you can't leave your brother. Whatever y'all got to do, y'all got to work it out. But Judah went off too. So now we all in damage. We all damaged property right now. Trying to get ourselves back, man, to the Most High. Go ahead.
And will not behold the majesty of the Lord.
Yeah, will not behold the majesty of the Lord, man. You know, they call the chariots UFOs. That's blasphemy. That's called the Son of God, a leprous so-called white man with blonde hair and long blonde hair and blue eyes, man.
It plainly speaks in Leviticus 13. In Leviticus 13, it talks about leprosy, man. The Lord, there's no way that the Lord is going to come down looking like Esau, even so-called white man. That's a curse, man.
Yes. That's a curse. It tells you in Leviticus about yellow hair, man. That's blonde hair, man. You know? And then they want to call us shit skin and all that.
But at the same time, be trying to get a tan on Saturday and shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck you mean, man?
And science proved that having melanin is a beneficiary.
That's why they sell it. Yeah. It's over like $350, man, a gram. Okay, they sell it, man.
But you got them, you got them heathens now coming over after them. You know, modeling themselves after so-called white man looking down at you and shit. The Koreans looking down at you. They can't even speak good English, man. The Arabs looking down at you, man. The Chinese looking down at you. The dirty Africans looking down at you. Hey, the East Indians looking down. You see what slop they eat, man. And they looking at you like you the one that got a problem. You know, that's what happens when the wicked authority, the gates of hell bust wide open, and then you got all these wicked ass establishments here. You know, and you got a makeup of this place that hides itself, covers itself with the covering of deceit, that speak good words, that paint good pictures. Got that Watchtower magazine or that pamphlet with so-called Jesus kind of kneeling down and hugging all the children and shit, man. Meanwhile, it's suffering in this land. Meanwhile, nobody can get a good job for his hard work. Meanwhile, man, it's hard to they're trying to make it hard to be a man because you look like you out of place if you straight and shit. Yeah, I ain't with that. I'm straight. Oh, you homophobic and all that and all this shit. Now it's a problem being a natural man that you're supposed to be and shit. That's what happens when they're wicked in authority, man. That's why the Most High is allowing us to see this. Look, Israel. Look where you are. Look at your position. They don't care about you. You know, you come here to make try to make a better living for yourself, and then they kick you in the head, man. And then you try to when you get old, you try to get retirement, and they say, no, it ain't time for retirement. Work a little bit more, nigga, until you're like 80 years old, until you drop dead. You get to feed your sickness, and then it's hard to get benefits in this place, medical. And then it's hard to even eat right because they got all the fucking ass food, GMO and shit. And then these fuck boys go around acting like this is paradise and shit with brand new cars and shit. That's why the Most High is bringing fire. Everybody's gonna be like Sarah Connor. If you ain't seen that movie, Judgment Day, it's gonna be like Sarah Connor in this place now. You know, you got to go to work and it's a sodomite boss over you and shit telling you what to do. And if you act like if you show any sign that you don't like sodomites, he gonna try to get you fired, man. That's what kind of shit goes on when the wicked in authority. And they all together. They wrap them all together, man. The atheists, the ones that the Christians, so-called Christians, the sodomites, the gangbangers, all wrap them all in one, man. The people that sell drugs to their own people, or that sell drugs, period. The witches wrap them all up and shit. And throw them out to the fire, man. Because they all on the same team, man. You'll have them supporting each other, man. You have a grown-ass nigga talking about, what's wrong with America, man? You know, I'm trying to get a job. Yo, oppressor you talking about? The one that beat you down and kick you down and keep you from rising up and shit? Keep you from making a better job and shit? You get a better job, you got to rub shoulders with these weird-ass motherfuckers, man. These bougie-ass, weird-ass motherfuckers. Yep. Then they be like, well, he ain't smart enough. He's not, he don't like to work. We don't like to work with those weird-ass motherfuckers, man. No demon-ass fag motherfuckers, man. That's why we don't got better jobs, man.
That's why I said don't labor to be rich, Jake. Because you're going to end up having to rub shoulders with these wicked-ass people, man. Yeah. And the higher you go, the more wicked you're going to see, man. The more wicked people you're going to have to deal with, man. Yep. They ain't down here with us. They don't want to be down here with us, man. Yeah, you got this is the safety zone for us, man.
You got our women bragging about how good of a woman they are, good of raising children, but you got a whole what do you call it? A red dress. All them got mothers and all them come out of mother's womb. All them got fathers. Where they at? Allow your son to be out there like that, man. And then you got grown ass men saying, "I love my daughter so much, I dress as a fairy for her birthday and shit, man." You know? Then they'll get offended. Oh, you said I ain't a good father. This is what I do for my daughter. That's what kind of world we live in when the wicked in authority, man. Because they wicked too, man. You can do some little shit and it could be wicked to the Most High, man. That's why you walking on eggshells. That's why you got to understand how merciful the Most High is, because we all would have been dead, man. We all would have been gone and shit. Our minds don't think right. Our minds are not like the Most High. He got to correct us and guide us, man.
It said the heart is desperately wicked, Jake.
Who can know it?
Yep. You can't lean on your own understanding. We got to go by the script, man, or you through.
Yeah.
You know.
Talking about I don't need the Most High. I don't think God exists. How did you get here, dumbasses? The intricate, complex matrix of you being born. But hey, maybe you are just slop. Maybe that's why you say that. Shit, we want to be kings and priests, man, in a humble way, you know? We want to rule the world, man. Because we know that, hey, it ain't working right. It ain't working like this, man.
Mm-hmm. So first it's got to be counsel, and then war is gonna be made. That's what's happening right now. The Lord is bringing His counsel, man.
Yeah.
And we make a counsel with this place, and we at war with this place in the spirit, but it's finna get physical.
Yeah.
But the Lord gonna come do that. We just gonna wait on Him.
Yeah.
I got that Sirach 10. Yeah. I'm gonna start at 1. Yeah. This is Sirach chapter 10, the book of Ecclesiasticus, verse 1.
Yeah, the book that they took out. It's a red book. That's a part of the Bible that they talk about. Oh, what is that book? Y'all read. It's a part of the Bible, man. The first book came out in 1604. Then they made a revised in 1611 with the, you know, it's all a part of the part of it. It's hidden book. They took it out because it got good history in that. You learn about the Greek customs that we follow to us to be called Greeks. That's a key element to Jew nor Greek. That's why vocab can't understand it, man.
Yeah, because coming, 200 years later, because when we was in slavery in the 1600s, they wouldn't even let us read and stuff, man.
Yeah.
You get put to death or something, you get caught reading or something, or trying to read.
Yeah.
So by the time 1800s came, the Bible Destruction Proof came out and took out 90% of the Old Testament and 50% of the New Testament, man. Took all that stuff out of there, man.
And then they made a slave Bible for us.
That's a slave Bible, where it only just said obey your masters, blah 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 blah. That's the only one.
Yeah.
That's why Jake don't know nothing about Revelation. Jake don't know nothing about our history, man.
And then they pushed that Christian dogma saying that you burn forever and shit. That came from them.
And you got
Jake know he don't burn forever. You think that he gonna have the heart to just be out there like that if he was thinking that he was gonna burn forever? Nah, it's Jakes that went into the spirit world and came back and told their loved ones or their friends that, yeah, I was dead. No, I was dead. Most High sent me back. Well, what happened when you died? I wasn't burning. So then they be like, hey, shit, we don't burn when we go to hell. So they was like, shit, I don't give a fuck. I'll go out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so-called white man will kill you. This is the Christian doctrine. You'll burn. Yeah, fuck you, so-called white man. Because I know I go back to my Lord when I die. And they knew the Bible.
Hell is the grave, man.
Yeah.
And they know in Ecclesiastes it says that all the spirits go back to the Most High, man. That's why they took it out, so they could use that hell doctrine, man.
You know, you got Jake. They so, you know, they quick to what did it say? Obey the law of the land. You know, and like going back to what you said to the slave Bible.
Yeah.
You know, they put out. Oh, that was fun. Fun said, you know, that's still in, you know, in their mind. You know, obeying Esau to. I mean, we're not supposed to be around here breaking, you know, doing wickedness, doing foolishness. But you know, okay, they quick to say, obey the law of the land. Okay, so when they come with their MOTB, you gonna take it just because it's a law, because they gonna make it a law.
Yep.
You know.
Well, that's what they did against Daniel.
Yeah.
You know? This is the law against. They said they can't do it.
Yep. They made that decree.
Yep. So now you're gonna get put, you know, Lions Den.
Yep.
You know, and at Lions Den is kind of like the fashions of alligator Alcatraz, prison, you know, concentration camps, you know.
You got Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Yeah. That's proof right there that we don't obey all the. They didn't obey that law, that decree that was given.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So you gotta have the spirit of discernment.
The Maccabees, they wanted them to eat swine. It seems like it's little. Jake said, "What was wrong with that?" Well, they was dying because they didn't want to eat. They knew that was against their power. It's mostly because they didn't want to do nothing against their power, man. Because you can have in your own mind, well, you can excuse yourself or justify, I was hungry, Most High. But nah, they respected the Most High and honored him, man. If they didn't want to do nothing against the Most High, it says worship none other than him, man. You know? Go ahead.
This is Sirach, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, verse 1. And it reads, a wise judge will instruct his people.
Wise judge will instruct his people, man. Because your people got to know what's going on. You got to know what's going on with your people. You know, you can't get your yard dirty or your house dirty. So you say, hey, you tell your people, your servants, hey, y'all gotta fix this shit, man. They don't give a damn, man. They don't give a damn if it's slop across. They don't give a damn about homelessness. They don't give a damn about bums or crackheads or drug dealers. They don't give a damn about that, man. If they did, they would be doing something about it, man. They'll be sending in the army like they do with these other nations and shit. When they want to bomb somebody and set up, they colonize the land, and they want to take over, they go in there and bomb the shit. They send threats first. They say, if you don't do this, by this time, we'll give you a date, and then it's on. Well, they don't do that shit here in their own fucking place, man.
Because they just did that with Venezuela. They said they had a drug war, right? Trying to stop the drugs, right? Well, what about over here? There's drugs all over the fucking place here, man. You know?
Drugs all over the place. Homelessness all over the place. Sodomy all over the place, man. You ever see a sodomite get arrested, man?
Yeah.
And they supposed to be put to death. I ain't never seen nobody sodomite arrested. And they doing the most wicked ass shit out here, man. Go ahead.
And the government of the prudent man is well ordered.
The government of the prudent man, that's why it has to be a new government set up, man. That's why the same ones that come against us is the same ones that promote this shit, man. Promote sodomy, promote adultery, idolatry, promote worshiping other gods. You know how you confused you'll be if you worship even two gods. Not alone 5,000 to 10,000 gods, but only two gods, your ass is gonna be confused, man. Because they ain't the same. What did it say?
Going two.
Yep.
What you want to say? Go back when we go back?
Yeah.
It says, and the government of the prudent man is well ordered.
A prudent man is well ordered. What's a prudent man? Well, look it up right quick. Prudent. We don't have to get that blue letter right now, but that's
yeah, I got it.
Yep. Acting with or showing care. Showing care, man. Do they care about America? Hell no. Do they care about the people? Hell no. They trying to depopulate the earth, man. Do they care about righteous men? Hell no. Righteous ways and acts? Hell no. It's not implemented in their courts, man. You ever see a judge or a cop pull you over and talking about, hey, man, it's in the Bible that you should be doing this. You know, to honor your parents when you were, if a young teenager cuss his parents out, you know.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It says, and thought for the future.
And thought for the future, man. Like they don't care about the future, but there's no world order, man. They don't care about the future of how human. They got robots to replace humans and shit.
Yep.
They don't give a damn about human beings.
That's why that's why these people is completely different from how we do things as Israel, man. It was right on spot. 2 or 3 witnesses. They ain't know you got the right to remain silent, go to court, and pay Esau's lawyers and shit. Nah, it's just your ass get judged on the spot, man. That's why we in a period of grace right now.
And we did, we do have our court system. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, you get right there. It ain't taking all this time.
Yeah,
hey, a murder, he get caught on camera, but he get a fair trial and shit. Nah, you saw like that. They was accusing Yahweh Shai. Against Yahweh Shai, she was caught in the very act of adultery. But still, they didn't have no cameras back then. They didn't still have no proof. Like, yeah, she actually did it. They might have been lying or whatever. But you could actually see a man do that act, and he still get lawyers and shit. And then they'll say, well, he was temporarily insane. He's mentally ill and shit. Nah, you can't say that shit. Let that be Jake. That grape a woman and shit. Yeah, I was mentally blacked out. I didn't know. You did it, nigga. See, there was no laws against when the wicked authority back then in slavery, when a nigga was hanging on the trees, nobody could say shit. Nobody could defend him. He can't go to court. There is no court for him, man.
Saying righteous judgment don't go forth, man.
Yep.
So we can't expect to get any type of justice in Edom's court system.
Nah.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
The court systems are
yeah,
trash.
Yeah. The only way we get true justice is through the hour shot.
Yeah, remember I was talking about how they got code, everything code and shit. Well, this is a code. The Bible is a code that y'all can't tap into. And y'all being righteously judged, man. Y'all got y'all's code shit. You in the courts of the Most High when you deal with the scriptures and the prophets.
That's right.
You know, this is the evidence we got. This is the exhibits we got to bring forth your criminal hand, man.
Everything that's been built here in the blood of all these Israelites on these trees, man. Out here, all the blood on the ground, man, is a witness against y'all, man. And if you siding with this, if you ain't standing up with this, if you ain't in a mindset where you coming against this place in the spirit, man, then you guilty by association, man. You're not. The Lord is not gonna have no mercy on you in that day, man.
You either with it or against it. Ain't no in between. Ain't no gray areas.
Yeah.
So
and like the Bible says, this blood is fresh.
Yep.
It's 1,000 years. It's one day to the Most High, man.
Yep.
This blood just happened.
Yep.
Us hanging on trees, us getting, gunned down by the Gatling gun, them slaughtering the so-called Native American Taino Indians, our people, and they don't want to count for the blood, man.
Yep.
But that's all right.
And that's why we tell you, if you don't get it, you gonna get it. The Lord gonna get your ass, man.
And you can't get and Esau, you can't get right. This to get right or get left don't apply to you. You can't get right. And you ain't gonna get left because you're gonna just there ain't no such thing as you possibly make it. You're gonna die in this place as well as over there on the other side. Go ahead.
You're going into slavery. Verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself.
As the judge is himself. That's why Hawashai is about to rule again. He's ruling in the minds of the men of his work right now. That's why the judgment is going out. That's the true judge. But let the judgment of this world, they're not judging right. And it's a scripture that says that. It says the judgment of this world is not right or something like that. We'll find it. Go ahead. So as the judge, go ahead.
So are his officers.
So are his officers, man. And that's not true to America. They people are not for them. It's people that hate America more than the Most High and we do. Most High and the Son and we do. That are Edomites. It's Edomites that hate Edomites, man. Like I can't stand what they did to the Negroes.
And some of them probably Jake.
Yeah, some of them Jake.
Some of them
but the Most High
Jake.
got Esau divided against Esau too.
Yeah.
So they the heart is in the heart is in the hand of the Most High. So he'll have just like that. It reminds me that Jim Carrey thing when he made that dude talk like that on the news and shit, man. And who's almighty? That shit was funny as hell, man. But that's how the Most High, he puts it in their mouth to say what they say. Go ahead.
And what manner of man the ruler of the city is?
What manner of man the ruler of the city is? Because shit, whoever rules the world, that's how the city is going to be. So if you got murder in the city, that ain't gonna be no murder in Jerusalem. Outside of Jerusalem, they gonna keep the law, but they gonna be still going off. But inside Jerusalem, ain't gonna be none of that shit. Ain't gonna be no sin and no murder, and no killing and all that.
Nobody gonna be in there.
Ain't nobody there, man.
You ain't getting in.
It ain't nothing but gonna be righteous in there. Yeah. That's why it says in the measure the temple, this part of the temple measure outside the temple.
Yeah. And it said the temple was 144 cubits as a measure of a man. In Revelation 21, man. It's that government, man. Like you just read, get in there, man.
And, like you just read in Isaiah, what chapter was that? Though he be shown favor.
Yeah. Isaiah 26.
Okay, Isaiah 26.
Yeah.
He said, though he be shown favor, he would not learn righteousness. And he said, in the land of uprightness,
Yep.
he would not do justly or something
Yeah,
like that.
he would deal
Oh,
unjustly.
he deal unjustly.
Yeah.
In the land of uprightness, that's the land of Israel.
Yeah. And that's
that's
the land of the hopeful elect, because we don't got a land right now physically.
Yep.
So we are the land.
Yep.
So what is he doing? Mainly these laws that he's making, these draconian laws, is targeted against righteous men, according against the prophets that have been set up by the Most High.
He's dealing unjustly. We've been shunned by the society. You know, we've been put and not accounted for our labor. A lot of people, you know, they make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, it's on us to get most of the shit done. You know, that's just how society is. Just that's how it is, man.
Yeah.
Being a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, we looked at as, oh, we 3/5 of a man here, man. And they talk about, oh, we buddies and shit. No, we not, man. If you fucking with America, we not buddies, man. That don't mean that we just, you know, just be like fuck you in your face. But hey, we not friends with this place, man. We ready for the Lord to destroy this fucking place, man.
Friendship with the
Real,
world,
man.
enmity with the Most High, man.
We not friends with this place, man.
Hey, the Most High say, hey, don't go move aside. I'm getting blasted. You know? Moving aside is hope we into the chariots. Because this is a playground of this is devil's playground, America. This is a place of folly and shit. Everywhere you go, it's like, especially on the weekend and shit. Everybody want to have fun and shit, party.
You know? And you know, then you got even in I think it's in I can't remember exactly where it is, but it's in America. They got it where they got like a free nightclub for even the Christians, man. They going out and dancing and it said everybody shall hate us for his name's sake, man. Why would somebody hate you if you just going around giving out free turkeys and shit and fucking going around hugging everybody, let everybody do what they want? That don't even match up, man. These people, the Lord ain't dealing with these people, man. He's not dealing with these people, man.
You know, they say, you know, when they learn about that so-called that fake ass Jesus, they learn about him. Say he's not a bad guy. I don't know why they put him there, because that wasn't him, man.
At all, man.
You know what I'm saying? He was a rough,
austere man.
You'll get offended if he came into the room. You'll get offended by his presence, man.
And that's how they was, man. They couldn't stand you. How
this guy don't talk to nobody. He's always looking at us like
we crazy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Such are all they that dwell therein.
Such as all they that dwell in that city under that ruler is be the same as like his mind state. You know, hey, you get a house or you get a city, you design it according to your. You don't have nobody input shit into your city and all that. Yeah. The Negroes talking about, well, what about us? We need some land and all that. Hell no, we're gonna give you ghettos, man. Mm-hmm. But what about more jobs? Hey, be happy with making minimum wage and shit, bro. Cause you a criminal, you just got a jail. Be happy that you get a job and shit. But then they'll dangle the danties in front of your face. It's almost like if you starve and they say, well, you can either starve or you can eat our food. What you gonna do? We eat our bread defiled among the heathen and shit. What we gonna do? Starve and shit? That don't make no sense. So we gotta do certain things. Guys follow certain laws of Esau, you know, because we're in his land now. It wasn't technically his land. It wasn't originally his land, but it is now. Most High gave it to him.
Yep, for a period of time, so he could destroy it, man. That's why it was given to him, man.
So he's gonna rule this place. Jake talking about we gotta find a way we gotta get our own stuff. How you gonna get it, man? He got all the shit.
Like damn,
he got all the seeds, all the farming, all the material, the agricultural sources that you need. Jake gonna just be out there with land and just hey, what do we do now and shit?
Yeah, he said that you should go for the one of all things.
Man.
So if you're trying to be your own business or whatever, you still got to go to Esau.
Still got to go to Esau.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. I just put it on there because I was going to read it.
Yeah. I just want to see if it's
it's just that one. But this is one he put out. I'll wear the first two.
To the The Akim and a few sisters on the coming board, Shalom. Y'all about to shop. Yeah, where you gonna get your stuff from, Jake? They ain't authority and shit. And then they say, well, let's have our own plane business and send Negroes gradually back to Africa. They're gonna shoot your ass down when you're up there, man. Because they the prince of the power of the air, man. Most High gave them even that power. But they can only go so far.
Like
Most High gonna start shooting them down with them chariots.
Like these, they are so ahead of Jake.
Yeah, you could suck it, but I read information. And then you can ask. You can ask GPT, ask anybody. You can ask Alexa. How long will it take for a Negro to catch up where Esau is now? They said 100 years or more.
You know? And they so advanced.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Lord gonna have to send a mortal army to destroy their ass. Like that's the only way they're taking out of the way. It has to be a whole entire immortal army of 144,000 elect men to come and destroy their ass.
And not only that, if you get land and you get you start to get your shit together, you're gonna have to have guns and military might with that, because definitely they're gonna come and try to get you, man. So you're gonna have to have something to protect yourself. You don't have that. You don't have military access, man, or weaponry access, man. You're gonna be asking Esau, well, can we at least get some weapons from you? They're gonna be like, get the hell out of here.
Most Jakes can't even live in the same house together, man. How do you think we're gonna be able to run a military as Jake? Yeah, most Jake can't even stand each other.
Yeah, you got Crips and Blood as brothers living in the same house. They just don't talk to each other when they pass each other. You're like, how do y'all live together? You know, one nigga selling drugs and his other want to be a football player. How do y'all? You know, that was that boy from the hood shit.
No, but that was that division, because it would eventually end bad, man. Usually it would end bad, So you had where everybody be over here, everybody be over here. That's what they did. They divided us. So the only way we getting out of here is Yahweh.
Yeah, if you tend to build a house and you take the wood and all that, and you like Jake say, okay, I'll get the wood, and they take it out there, it's just gonna be a fucking wooded covering and shit. He didn't think about the plumbing, the house, the electricity. He didn't think about the wiring and all that, the installation and all that. He didn't think about the sturdiness or firmness that you gotta have around the whole house as a foundation. Because when the wind comes, it's gonna blow that house down. That's why the Most High said, "Hey, it's men that built a house on what do they say? On a rock, build a house on a stony ground, or the foundation is Yahweh Shai. Any other foundation is built on shaky ground, sand. Go ahead.
Verse 3: An unwise king destroyeth his people.
The unwise king destroyeth his people. What if your king say, "Hey, we can just party all the time"? That shit is gonna get chaotic. It's gonna go down. And then adultery and diseases and all that. You know why it's diseases? Because adultery is higher than this level. Your woman is, if your women sleep with just you, it wouldn't be no damn diseases, man. Except for what they bring over here. It wouldn't be disease in your house because you the only one And then if you get a virgin, she ain't slept with nobody. So you can't catch a disease from her. So all your women supposed to be virgins, so she can't blame you. Nigga, you contracted a disease from a people. No, she's a virgin. Yep. She ain't slept with nobody.
But when the wicked are in authority, it's just
they mourning because of diseases. They mourning.
It's impossible damn near, man. Damn near impossible to get a virgin out these days.
And they mourning because they can't have proper marriages. They can't have proper households. The man is out the house.
But it's just more. It's more than just them being a virgin. If a woman at this time, if she is a virgin, with the way things are taught, they're taught to be thought that they're more valuable than the man. Yeah. So it's still just, even if it's a virgin, that don't mean that she gonna act right.
Yeah, that's corruption right there.
You know what I'm saying? So this is always
that's what happens when a wicked authority.
It's a straight gate, man. You ain't gonna get no easy road here, man. That's Jake.
It's all all the foundations, all the portions of the foundation out of place, out of order.
You gonna be like, man, she good. I really like it. Then 2 weeks later, you back. Like, I'm about to leave this bitch, man. Like, that shit's
because the wicked rules in place.
Yeah, because they got our women fucked up, man. You know, they ain't got no order in them. Yeah, that's comes from the man.
Think like a man. Wicked. Sodomy, wicked. You know? Go ahead.
You know, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
The city shall be inhabited, man. You know?
And we care about Israel, so we give careful thought before we come out with the instructions of righteousness.
Yeah.
Really think about, when
you in a rulership mentality, a class of rulership, you a king or a prince, you come out and you speak before the people, you're gonna be like, you gotta have to meet the people's needs. They're gonna be like raising their hand. What about our housing? Well, we get you some housing. What about the bridges and all that, and the rivers and all that? You gonna clean that up? Yeah, I gotta clean that up. Give you some rivers. What about our pay and all that? Will we have financial support? Yeah, I got it. Then next thing you know, but like, I gotta, you know, because it's a working effort. We supposed to have a nation of that community shit. Ain't nation, man. That community shit is like here and there shit. It ain't even it's the what is it, Baris Baal and shit.
Because if it was working, why is there so many protests? Why is there so many people going out and saying they pissed off about what's going on? Why is people just doing random YouTube videos talking about, I can't do nothing, I work 20 hours or 80 hours a week and got 5 kids and don't got no money and don't got no time for me and shit? Yeah. Hey man, people you got a this system.
Yeah, you got an old Jake woman coming in looking at you like, the young children. She got a hip problem and knee problem. You blame that on Esau and shit. He's the one that made you work. She was like 6, 7 years old. Yeah. He didn't have nothing to do with that shit. He's the ruler of this place, man. You want better housing? Ask Esau and shit. They do though, don't they? They ask him SNAP benefits. What do? He cut the SNAP benefits. You can't even buy warm food with them SNAP benefits. Baby needs something warm in the wintertime. Yeah, SNAP benefits you can. Then he give you a microwave. Then he'll give you a little prop up stuff that you can use. Pills for your back. Jazz for your heart and your condition and shit. But he'll put out more poison and shit. The poison and never the healing will never catch up with the poison because you've been constantly poisoned, man. Every day. How can you ever be healed if you constantly being poisoned?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You got something?
Yep. This is Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 2. Oh Lord, how long shall I cry, and wilt thou not hear?
Yeah, we're crying, man. We don't. Sometimes we cry tears where you can see them, but these are spiritual tears. Like I can't feel. These are manly tears. Well, go ahead. Crying out. Man, you know, he might shed that Gadite tear, that one tear and shit. He just,
it says spare not. Don't hold in your feelings and don't, we got to talk about really what it is, man. Yeah. Those are the ones who's gonna get that tawaf, that exemption from judgment, man.
Crying and sighing for all the abominations. What are the abominations? All this shit,
all
man.
This damn shit.
Look around, man.
Ooh, shit, it get hard, man. It get hard. Hey,
yeah, man.
The hardest, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, that's
you used to be down on your knee and shit, talking about and then they'll kick you down in the hole, man. Like shit. When you down, they'll kick you down.
Kick you down and throw the dirt on your ass.
Yep. You got some men that are established according to their job and they making like $20, $30 an hour, but they got a whole family. And they be like, man, I got a good job, and Esau will let their ass go. No pension. And then you be like, damn, this is the closest I have my job. I know everybody, I'm all in, I'm established. And then your job be cut off, and then you gotta find another job. You only got like $50,000 in the bank. That shit gonna be disappeared. Then nobody gonna hire you. Cause they be like, what happened to your last job?
Shit, I wish I had $50,000 in the bank, but I got fired. Shit,
But that ain't
I
shit.
damn near almost never come back.
Exactly. See, but to Jake, that's something. Esau, that ain't shit.
Yeah, man, shit.
But Jake, but let Jake, if you unwise with your money, then we know that money ain't shit, you know. But you can make it out of something, but still it ain't shit, because that shit'll disappear on your ass. Like damn.
Or martial law can happen. Esau's gonna come take shit.
Yeah.
Like that's why we know we don't.
That's why you have to have accounts. You have to have receipts and shit. Is this drug dealing money and shit? Is it? Did you rob a bank as crispy? It's been in the bank. I just made a withdrawal. Well, where's your written? Then you can't find your withdrawal thing. It's receipt, and you be like, oh shit,
they left it in your other pants pocket at the house. Now
I need to go get it. If you could just follow me now, put your hands behind you. See, unjust. You say guilty and proven innocent. You guppy. Guilty and two proven innocent. A guppy fish. You're a fish caught on the hook. Go ahead.
Even cry unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save.
And thou, yep. Go ahead.
Verse 3, why doest thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance?
Yeah, because it's like we said, it's easy when there ain't no opposition.
There's grievance, grievance.
It's easy when there's no opposition. Most High want us to fight for righteousness. He wants us to become righteousness within. It's easy to say, yeah, Lord, I didn't commit adultery because there wasn't no women around and shit. Of course you did. You know, I didn't steal a man's property because he didn't have no property to steal. Let you be broke and a man have property. It's gonna cross your mind like, damn, man. You see a car and it's running, you say, hey, I could just take that shit. That don't mean you evil and you're gonna do it, but it crosses your mind. You know, so these things are put out here in the wicked in front of us to exercise our righteousness against this shit. Man.
Yeah, because that's why the government. That's why most people are like that, because the government's like that. Yeah, they seen this whole land. Was like, yeah, man, I think I might just go take that shit. That's how they think, man. And it says don't take. It says envy not the oppressor and take none of his ways, man.
And the devil been messing with us for centuries. When Christopher Columbus came, he know exactly who he was coming to see and take over and shit.
Yep.
Back in the Greek, before the Babylonian, the Greek Empire, during the Babylonian Assyrian Empire, when the Persian and Medes took over, they knew exactly who they were getting access to as servants. Us, we was translated into another kingdom under their rulership, and then sometimes we get into better places than the previous kingdom. But all in all, we still servants, man. We call it contributors. And like we are in this modern day Rome, still servants to this very day. Most High say, we yet this day in our captivity. Go ahead.
For spoiling and violence are before me.
Yeah, spoiling and violence are before us. Yeah, every day. You know what I'm saying? Whether you see it on the YouTube, whether you see it in person, the overall knowing of this place of how it was founded by, taken over by wicked men that slaughtered millions of our people.
And some of us have got the blessing of the Lord not putting us in super highly dangerous areas of Babylon the Great. But some brothers actually came from that, man. And it's everywhere, even out here in Oklahoma, man. Like in Lawton, I was asking ChatGPT the other day, like, how dangerous it is. It said it's 94.7% dangerous than most cities in the world. 94%, man. Yeah, man. I was like, where's the red zone? Bro, like right off the highway, that's it. Everything else red. Okay? Shit getting fucked up. Okay, people get robbed, murdered.
Because like Apostle Gabar said, we prostitute, we Most High prostitute, like we standing before, like we out here butt naked. And you know what I'm saying? Not spiritually, but in a way to where how they see it, they be like, y'all ain't got no church, y'all ain't got no
y'all ain't got no church, y'all ain't got no ministry, y'all ain't got no 501c1
You got some brothers that might have to walk, you know what I'm saying, the camp.
Have your ministry on bikes and shit, like they think we ain't shit. It was good.
Yep.
Stay fucking away from us.
Yep.
Good.
Yep. We got the spiritual eye. Eye of the tiger.
Shit, this is the only place you gonna get true wisdom, man.
Yep.
Coming from the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, man. This is the only place. So before me and there are that raise up strife and contention. Verse 4, therefore the law is slack.
The law is slack, man. You know, because what would Yahweh Shai teach? He was teaching the law.
Mm-hmm.
He said, if you do good, if you do Moses' law, you do good. He didn't say, you know, he was encouraging them to keep the laws of Moses. He said, sin no more, sin is transgression of the law. That's against the laws of the Most High, which is what he gave Moses. What do you think? You think Moses came up? Made that. Most High gave Moses the law, man. He was like, let's see. I was like, damn, law. Everybody do this law. And then they said, what did the Israel say? The laws are grievous to us, Most High. He was like, well, hey. Then he said, Most High, they say the laws are grievous to them. Most High said, well, we gonna start making judgment.
Yeah, he said, all right, I'll just let you be under Esau's law. Now Jake is through. Jake can't even, you know, Jake can't even work 2 hours. He need a smoke break. Yeah. Like,
Most High, what he say? He's gonna give us over to a cruel Lord, man. Now you're gonna see how Trump, Dennis the Menace, little goofy Trump that grew up in his school and shit. I think he went to I forget what school he went to. He didn't go to Yale though. He didn't go to Cameron. He didn't go to none of those colleges he went to. You know, one of those rich off schools and shit. But yeah, man, he now he's like mad. He got 2 horns coming out of his head, man. Go ahead.
It says,
and we'll get some.
It says, and judgment doeth never go forth.
Yeah, because the judgment of this world is not real judgment. That's not the judgment of Most High. You talking about judgment? The word Most High destroying these people, heathens, the ones that cause us trouble and harm, the ones that go against His law. You know. Go ahead.
For the wicked doeth compass about the righteous.
The wicked doeth compass about the righteous, because that's what vocab and these other Christian theologians understand when it talks about the spirit of the law. It's still talking about the law, but it's talking about the spirit of the law, that you got to look at it spiritually. This is why the Most High don't want us to eat swine. This is why the Most High don't want us to commit idolatry and shit, man. You know? The spirit of the law is spiritual, man. So, because you can't understand it if you're like, well, damn, like a man, if he's wicked, or if he don't have no understanding, and he might be sincere in his heart when he asks the question, well, this woman cried out to me, I don't understand why I went wrong by comforting her. We had sex, but her man is beating her. And then you go into the law, and then you understand in the spirit, oh, okay, I understand. That's the spiritual aspect of it. You know, then you could be like, okay, I have understanding now, Most High, why you say don't do that shit. You know, but they were just doing it and had their own thoughts about doing it. Like, I don't understand this, Moses. Why? You know,
and in Judges, in the book of Judges, that remind me in the book of Judges, it got so bad. Jake was committing adultery, and he would already have the sacrifices set up just before he go do adultery. He ain't gonna take the sacrifices. The Lord said, I'm tired of that shit. I'm gonna just give you over to Esau, man. Fuck all that. I'm gonna just send you over there, man.
It's almost like in Esau's way, it's almost like a premeditated crime, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get more time for premeditated crime because you thought heavily on this, and you thought, yeah, this ain't right, but you still did it. You know, you get less time when they say a crime of passion, and you just acted out, and you just was like, damn, you just saw a man in your house and saying you shot him like 20 times. You'll get less time because you was just reacting off of, you know, But that's why the Most High said, meditate upon all these words, man. That's why it's very fickle and very fragile, you know, the mercy of the Most High, because now we are in the meditation of His word. So now when we do something, we know that it's not right to do it. You know, we know it indefinitely that it's not right to do. So you better you gotta be time before the Most High and pray like, Lord, this is a plague on my mind. This is a spiritual demon I'm dealing with. Help me out, fast and all that. Go ahead. So go ahead.
Therefore, wrong judgment proceeded.
Yeah. Wrong judgment proceeded, man. That's the one I was talking about earlier. Read it again.
This is Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 4. Therefore, the law is slack.
The law is slack, man. Go ahead.
And judgment doeth never go forth.
It never goes forth in this place, man. And it said they admitted the weightier matters of the law. Judgment, faith, and mercy. Judgment, man, is crucial, man. You're supposed to judge your children. You know? Like, we're not doing that today. You know, that whipping the children. It says, hey, a man that loves his children will let them feel the rod off them. Mm-hmm. Like, no, don't touch that. Don't do that. Damn it, there. Like, then I can't do shit. Well, when you grow up, you start to learn. Like, I'm glad Pops told me that. Mom told me that. Go ahead. Because everything is contaminated. Yeah, everything is polluted and fucked up.
You got women with periods all over the place. They're touching fucking everything.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, when they said they was putting AIDS needles in the movie theaters. Well, you like, be careful, son, when you go to these movies and shit. You know? You know, you want to take your woman out on a date, man. Yeah, I want to go to because that's the movie theater I want to take her to impress her and shit. Those are the movie theater they do that shit at, son. You don't want me to. You just don't want me to. You just don't want me to get mine in, pops. No, I'm telling you, son. That type of shit.
Sit down so pricky in your ass.
Yeah. So wake up, get up with a green ass.
Yeah, wake up with three booties on you.
Yeah, man. Walking sideways in a circle and shit. Ain't even shit right. You gotta do a certain stand of shit and shit.
Yeah, like, he'd be like, I can't pop it. I'm trying to pop it. I'm trying to pop it. Stay your ass up.
They say that.
Stay your ass out.
When they say that word, that's nasty work. That's nasty
Stay
work.
your ass out of this shit, man.
Go ahead.
For wicked doeth compass about the righteous.
Wicked doeth compass about the righteous, and we seeing it right now on this earth, man. In America, main place. America is the most wicked place on the planet, man. It's, you know, and you know, we ain't worried about like Vatican and all that, Pink City and all that, because it's gonna be destroyed. We're talking about the influence, the mass influence of our people right here, back in Rome. Look up Roman customs and see what they did. They did a lot of faggotry shit, man. You know, they slept with their who was that? Sergio Bush just slept with his own sister, man.
You got these royal families, man. You going see? That's why they like the internet, man.
Yeah.
It discovers all that secret. These royal families secret with each other, with their own blood. You know?
And then they'll get Jake to do that in the industry in these high places. You know, all you have to do is sleep, you know, and seduce you into making your sister look like a different person and shit, and making, you know what I'm saying? You see with all the shit that Beyonce doing, her father should be saying, hey, call his daughter, hey, Beyonce, you can't be doing that shit. Popping your drawers and panties all across the land and shit. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Lauren Fishburne. His son's his daughter's a porn star, and he cool with it. And the woman is cool, and her mother's cool with it. They cool with it. What did it say? A shameless daughter should bring her father. You know, paraphrasing. Shame upon him. embarrassment or whatever.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Therefore, wrong judgment proceeded.
Wrong judgment. That's why people got the wrong state of mind of how they perceive things, how they accept things. They done been taught wrong judgment. Oh, that's right. It's cool to do that, son. Oh, it's cool to do that, my daughter. And then they be like, well, shit, you know, this is how I'm living. I'm on TikTok. I'm on this and that. And this is me.
Yep.
Blonde hair, eyelashes sticking out the head, a damn BBL and shit.
And I believe also it's going to say where proceeding needs to extend, like to grow. So, hey, this is the time where wickedness has been at its height, as worse as ever.
Yeah, this is the result of wrong judgment, man. Cracks in the street. Crack on the street. Ain't nothing put together right, man. It looked like it looked like a 4-year-old with 2 left eyes just trying to build a castle. This shit is tacky as hell, man.
Crack showing all across the street from these women. Crack of their ass.
It's just booty cracks here, crack on the street, cracked ass road. How many times I popped the tire on this damn street, man?
And the Most High is about to get it cracked.
Show the hell is, man. We can't wait.
Yeah, you know, like we said, where's the fruit of this land at, man? Go ahead.
This is verse 5. Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously. For I will work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you. Verse 6, for lo, I will raise up the Chaldeans, talking about Esau, even so-called white man. Talking about that's the last stronghold of old Babylon, man, which is today America. You know, this is the last stronghold Esau has to keep our people in captivity, man.
Last stronghold of Rome. You know, last leg of Rome.
Yeah,
standing on one leg. You know how much time you got to stand on one leg?
Not a long time. Yeah.
About to go down.
And that bitter, hasty nation, and that's what America means, to be bitter.
And they hasty as hell here. They don't wait on shit. They don't have no patience for nothing.
Everything is instant.
Yeah, you know, instant potatoes, microwave, Instagram and shit.
Yep. That's why the Lord said, don't be hasty in the time of trouble, because this how these people are, man. You hasty in the time of trouble, you acting like these America Babylon the Gradients. Okay? Yep. These people
emotionally out of whack, man.
They through, man.
You know, that's why a nigga can just go get his strap and shit. He don't even hear. Fuck this. You know, you know, come on, man. That's not it. You don't want those people as your judges, man.
Yep.
We cannot have 2/3 as judges, man, of the earth. They gonna ruin it all, man.
Hell no.
So-called white men agree. Well, we'll give you America. We're going to space.
Esau,
we'll leave you America.
Esau, come up there and destroy your ass and take space from your ass. So,
no, I'm saying like he go to space. He go to space. He leave the 2/3 America.
Okay. Yeah.
He'd be like, look at it. They already ruined it. Shit, America's destroyed already because they didn't. We left them America and they didn't do shit with it. You know,
this is a bunch of damn rap videos every block.
Yeah, you know, damn. And then when Jake run out of shit, he gonna be like, "Where we gonna get our gas from?"
We got Esau.
Yeah. They say, "Can we leave? Can you leave us your solar number and shit? Can we call you sometime?"
Jake be like, I don't need Esau. I do it on my own. Then 2 days later, he be like, yeah, let me get 2 number 3s, large fries. Yeah.
He'll be ordering from space, man. Could I have a solo burger and shit? And a side of space fries and shit.
Man. They own everything. Man. They own everything right now.
It says you should go to him for one of all things.
Yeah.
You think the Most High was kidding with his word? Go ahead.
So that bitter and hasty nation which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs, man. That's where we at, man. And Jake still don't believe it, man. Jake still think he got sovereignty in America, Babylon the Great, man.
Yep.
You know?
America's not even independent. How you gonna be independent? they still get their resources from other countries.
Yeah,
Imports of food.
the bed I just got, it was from someplace over there in South China I ain't never even heard of. I had to go ask
I'm
ChatGPT.
surprised they didn't
What
give
the hell is that?
I'm surprised they didn't give mini bed and shit.
Man,
South China's probably a little different. It's probably Jake's down there.
Yeah, at first when I looked at that shit, I was like, where the hell is all the pieces at? That mother had that shit taped in the headboard. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
They actually pretty smart over there.
Yeah. Probably
They know some shit.
Jake's over there.
Jake's pretty smart. You know?
No, but this is what happens when the wicked are in authority, man. You're fucked, man. And then you ask for rights and shit, like, all that shit is out the door. They be like, what you talking about? The Fifth Amendment shit, and I believe the Fifth and the First Amendment and shit, and all that shit. Amendment shit is gone. It's about digital barriers, digital laws, and digital barriers.
That's why we want this place to get taken out of the way. That's why I'm glad we buying all our shit from over there, because they turn that shit into missiles for this place, man. That's what they doing with it. So hey, you know, shoot.
Yeah.
Everything
they got labs. They got labs all over the place. Science lab where they experiment day by day on Jake, on people. You know, you had Monsanto, which you can't even grow. Jake can't even grow seeds. You give Jake some seeds, all right, I could do something with this. Next thing you know, they disappear. Like, what the fuck? You gave me some AI seeds and shit. You got a preset on? Yep.
Yeah, I got some.
All right, yeah. I feel like you got something over there.
Yeah,
What you got?
Based on what you just read, Habakkuk,
Yeah.
first chapter. While you behold the Greeks, it's like iniquity. That's what it said. And we're here witnessing. We gotta see. We gotta experience. All this wickedness, man. So it's grievous to us. So right here in 1 Peter 4 and 1, he said, "For as much then as Yahushua has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that has suffered in the flesh."
What is that? What is that? Like mine.
Like mine, like he said, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. Meaning, prepare, because basically what Peter is saying that, we gonna have to, like Yahushua suffered for us. We got to get ready. We got to get our minds ready to go through the same.
Yeah, to go through the same. Right. And also, what I want to add to it is, the day of vengeance is in his heart.
Yeah,
so that's how we are. We waiting for the vengeance of the Most High too. While we dealing with ourselves and trying to keep ourselves, detached from the earth. We waiting on that vengeance, man.
Yeah. And the building of our faith.
Yep.
Because you might, like we said, at time of Jacob's trouble with nothing to eat, it's a famine, and you see a pork sandwich, you're gonna have to pray the Most High, because we don't eat that.
Yep.
That's against the Most High's law. Yep. So you gotta have patience that He'll bring forth. He said, Israel, I gave you some manna from heaven. He reminded us that He gave us manna. Now we getting spiritual manna. But then we're gonna meet some physical things too, where He said, "My servants shall eat."
Yep.
So it goes back around full circle, man.
Yep.
You still have to have your faith in contact.
That's more. That's of course via the prophets, but you can also look at that as the believers too, man. Y'all service is gonna make sure y'all good, man.
Yeah.
So it is being accounted for by Yahushua what we're doing. Nobody else is accounting for our labors, just like they did Him. That's like He said, we got to arm ourselves likewise to not really receive no credit for anything that we do here. But we will get it back on the back end, man. The service to this tabernacle. That's right. We will get it back.
You have to believe.
You got to believe that, man. And just like Ak was saying the other day, if you start losing that faith, the Lord will jack you up. That'll piss Him off, man. You can't. You got to have full faith in this thing, man. You'll piss Him off.
And then don't it say something like that? He that believeth not me, and I came in my name of my Father, let him be accursed, or something like that.
Yep. That's a highly offensive to the Most High, man. You got to really believe this, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep. Go ahead, huh?
And this was the right here. It says, "For he that has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin."
Yep.
You see, so like we in a world that is dominated by sin, iniquity. So that's why we have, like the scripture said, we have ceased from that. We practicing righteousness to the best of our ability.
Yep.
So that's why we suffering here, man. That a lot of people don't understand that we suffer the most.
Yep.
Because it's hard.
Yep.
Being righteous in this.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, but when you go to church, they make it seem like your life gonna get better when you come into the truth. No, your life is gonna get harder. It's gonna get more challenges gonna come. So you gotta arm yourself likewise, like your house shot, man. Because you're gonna hate this place, man.
What did Most High say? He set up the godly against the ungodly.
Yeah.
The sinner against. So it's gonna be an opposition.
Yeah.
Right away. So if your mind is not exercising in opposition, that means you for this shit.
Yep.
You're supposed to be vexed, highly vexed by what the president say, highly vexed by what the wicked say in the world.
Yep.
Highly vexed that they ain't talking about prophecy.
That's why you see always the elders, every time somebody go off on the doctrine, it pisses them off, man. Yeah. They come in and they put in that correction, man. Well, even if they don't sound like they pissed off in their spirit, man.
Well, you got IUIC, man. You got IUIC making videos like they already in the chariot, and it says don't make your account among the elect, man.
Man, they had that galactic look like Nintendo 64 Star Fox spaceship. His ass is in. Come on, man.
You don't know if you're gonna make it, man.
You don't know if you talk about y'all, man. And you still got your worldly ass purple clothes on, man. Ain't nobody. Man, they just getting worse and worse. They just did a country song a couple weeks ago. Now they in the galactic starship. They just all over the place with the shit, man.
Don't try to lean and then try to step to that shit.
Yeah, what's going on with what about America getting destroyed, man? All the scriptures talk about this place getting destroyed. Yeah. What about that, man?
What about what Yahweh Shai taught when he said preach that the kingdom is at hand. And we're still preaching that now. The kingdom is at hand. Man. One kingdom ushering in and the other kingdom ushering out, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was it, man.
That was it.
I got another one.
Go ahead. Then after that,
back there what you said.
Yeah. Then after that, I'm gonna get that.
All right. This is Psalms chapter 119, verse 158.
Yep.
It says, "I beheld the transgressors.
Yep.
And I was grieved because they kept not thy word."
Yep. That's talking about Israel. Because Israel, they promise a lot, man. The Most High said, don't even do that. Let your yea be yea. Hey, y'all didn't done that before. You continue to break my laws, man. It made them grievous. So he said, let your yea. You know what I'm saying? Jake went out a whole document. You know how you sign papers and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord. Okay, yeah. Signature. You want to put my initials here? You got damn near a book of your signature saying what you gonna do with it for the Most High and shit. Yeah. And you ain't doing shit now.
He ain't doing shit. And he made a vow to the Most High, man. That's all of Israel. Like if you Israel, that time during Moses, we made a vow. Sprinkling of the blood over the people, that was a vow.
Yeah, man. Remember he said he'll bring all things to our remembrance. Remember Israel?
Yeah.
You made a vow to me?
You made a vow to me, man.
I don't remember that, Lord. Well, I'm gonna stir up your remembrance.
So through them that was there and their offspring, that vow is gonna be there forever, man. Yep. And
so what is transgression?
Yep.
You breaking the laws of the Most High.
Yep. Yeah. Sin is transgression of the law, and that's why he got to put the law in us so we be immortal. We won't die. Sin is the wages of death.
We tired of these bodies, man. We tired of and you dealing with like we said, the opposition of so-called white men, your job and all that. They at the job, they worship Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that shit. That's vexing, man. They want you to work like a servant, but at the same time, you can't talk about God at your job and shit. You can't tell them about nothing that you're doing, but you gotta take all their shit in. That's not fair. But we understand why they don't want us to talk about what we No, because it's judgmental. It's judgment for them. It's completely against the prophets of doom and shit. And that I'm mistaken. See, last time, what time we get out here? Huh? That alarm didn't go out at 12.
12, yeah.
Yeah. I think I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Come on.
I was like, he saw he need to go fix this shit.
Nah, he don't want it to. He don't want it to.
I don't think he came this time.
Nah, I'm saying.
Nah, it's been 2 times.
Because
hey, man,
we've been saying that's the sound of doom.
Yeah, we've been
trying to cut that shit off.
He didn't change the shit up or something, man.
No, 12 o'clock. He don't want that number. He don't want that doom clock to sound off.
I asked ChatGPT if they do it all around America like that. They be doing it different times and shit.
Yeah,
but it's just to symbolize. It's just to symbolize that terror coming on the place before it comes, man.
At 12 o'clock, it ain't no coincidence.
Yeah,
it happens at 12.
You know, like I said, destruction at doomsday. You know, but you know, it's really talking about just the judgment coming on this place, but it's spiritual, man. Because why is it coming? Because of what they did to the 12 tribes of Israel, man. 12 lost tribes of Israel, man. It's coming. It's coming, man. Yeah. You know, and the Lord's got them prepping this shit up, man.
Yeah. Like you said, they at the height of their power, man. Yep. They Most High said he can't pass his boundaries, so his nuclear capability and his New World Order blueprint, along with the MOTB, the CHIP, is his height of his power, man. Mm-hmm. He's going to try to exercise. Go ahead.
Yep. Oh, you done with that?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, Hosea 4:1. Yep.
So how do we get back right? How is it made right? Not by no affirmative action, not by no civil rights movement. It's made right by coming back to the Most High. Because a lot of niggas just say that, but they don't really exercise it. They don't do it. That's why the Most High say you do. I mean, you say, but you don't do it. And that's a scary thing to say and not do. We check each other too, man. We just walking around like, yeah, but letting brothers do what they want to, man. We hold counsel, man. So I'm with the apostle elders on down, bishops on down. Go ahead.
This is Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord, Yahweh, children of Israel.
Always talking to Israel.
That's right.
Always talking to Israel. Like,
say to other nations.
Yeah, always from the New Testament from the Old Testament to the New Testament. Always talking to Israel. Go ahead.
For the Lord had a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
Why did he have a controversy? Controversy is the opposite. It's an opposition.
Like beef.
Yeah.
Like
you know what I'm saying? Like
opposition.
Yep. With versy, which means, I think the opposite, verse.
Right.
Go ahead.
Because there is no truth.
There's no truth in this place, man. Everything's a lie. And they even said, tell us lies, tell us deceit, talk to us fool. The Most High said our people would even say that. They want to hear Trump rather than hear us. They want to hear the Democrats or the Republicans. Choose the word, what do they say? Choose the best of the evils or something like that. But they call us evil. Why don't they choose the best of the evil with us? They want to, but there's no truth in this land, man. It's all lies. It's what it says, lies and full of robbery.
Yeah, it's that Nahum
3, I think. 1 and 3, or maybe.
Built off of lies.
Yeah.
Lies and robberies.
Full of robberies and lies. Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, they said there is no truth, no mercy.
No mercy. Yep. They don't show Jake no mercy. They don't show mercy with anything. It says, what did it say? Let him be shown no mercy who have shown no mercy.
And when they do show mercy, it's because you please in the Most High. It says he'll make your enemies at peace with you. Yeah. Because he said the only reason why we do get put in situations where we going through a lot is because if we put our hands towards iniquity. That's how we know that, no matter what happens, we don't get corrected message. We still gonna get correction too. Yeah. Because ain't nobody perfect here.
Yeah. And it says it would say his judgment, paraphrasing, rain on the just and the unjust.
Yep.
So all the prophets, they were being put to death. It said, he said, have you tried my righteous? Have you tried my servant Job, he is upright and escheweth evil. And the boil still came upon him. Everything but his life taken. And he was a upright man.
He was doing the right thing. So that's the elect, man. Job represents the elect. What they're gonna go to during Jacob's trouble, man. Is this man.
And the reward that was given to Job, that represents the kingdom that's gonna give to the first fruits of the elect.
Yep.
Because remember, he got rewarded 10 times. 10 times. Yeah.
Yep. So now it's gonna be 100-fold this time. Yep. But you're gonna get everything back. You're gonna get the kingdom, man. We're
gonna get the crown, Most High willing. That crown,
man, Most High, man.
Hey, Most High, and he got a beautiful sense of doing things, because it's like it's all spiritual, but we still gonna get a physical crown.
They got him like, because it's the simplicity of Yahweh Shai. So I like how Elder Benatazak got the videos where Yahweh Shai like trying to fit it on the afro and stuff. He could have just did like this with his hands and so made it float. He was in there like, all right, hold on, hold your head still. All right.
Hey, he might crack a joke, you know.
He said, oh yeah, like
head,
that.
No, perfect though.
Hey, you gonna be sitting there happy as hell.
You're gonna have a perfectly
like,
big head.
Hold on, move your head a little bit. You gonna be like, all right. Well, you gonna be ready to get to put that thing on, boy.
Hey, it's gonna be the earth is giving it to the hand of the righteous.
Yeah.
You know, they don't need no more. This,
you know how, and it reminds me of how, you know, and we'll get back. We get closed out. We might have some articles, but it reminds me of how, you know, how Jake say you could turn up or something like that. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of how we could be extraterrestrial, but we could be physically in our bodies be extraterrestrial, and we want to turn up, we just disappear on the mother if we want to. You know, that's how the power's gonna be. In man terms. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
You know, like Flash, remember that they had that thing where the elder he had a Flash and Superman racing and stuff. You know, like that's the stuff we're gonna have fun with. Like we just. You know, we're gonna have equal powers, but we're just gonna be having fun with them. Like, you know, like let's just race the race. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all powerful and all that, man. Go ahead.
It says because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High.
No knowledge of the Most High in the land, man. Yep. Knowledge of Yahweh Shai. It's knowledge of Jesus in this land. Right. It don't really have to be that much knowledge because Jesus ain't shit. There's no knowledge of the Most High in this land. They don't know his prophecy. They don't know his prophets. They don't know the Bible. They don't know his words. They don't know the mysteries, the codes. They don't know the parables, dark sins. They don't know nothing. Name, they don't know his name, his son's name. Yep. If thou can tell us, they don't know that. So this land is dark. Even though it's light right now, when the sun is out, it's dark. Spiritually, it's dark in this place, man. You know? Go ahead.
He says, by swearing and lying.
By swearing and lying.
And killing.
And killing.
And stealing.
And stealing. Killing and stealing. And lying. Go ahead.
And commit adultery.
And commit adultery. That's the law. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal or kill. They talking about the laws of Moses. Go ahead.
They break out.
They break out.
And blood touches blood.
Blood touches blood. There's no slack from one to another of how much blood they shed.
Yeah, that's Jake killing Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Blood touches blood. That's Jake out here killing Jake. And they talking about Esau. Complaining about Esau being racist.
Yeah,
y'all motherfuckers is racist.
Yeah, it said they have fallen and gone out of the way of Cain.
Yeah,
like some of them may be Canaanites, some of them might be Edomites. You know, so that's why you have to be careful how you go about with the Most High and his son, man. So is that it?
It says, verse 3, it says, therefore shall the land mourn.
The land mourn, that's what it is. And the land is people too.
Yeah, like talking about Israel, but you know, like it's twofold.
Yeah.
Okay, it says, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish.
Evidence shall languish.
With the beasts of the field and with the fowls of the heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away.
Yeah, we see that, man. So that's it on that.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go to. You got articles? Or?
Yeah, I got a couple of them. So basically, you know, we've been having a lot of you know, immigration riots and stuff, you know, overseas and whatnot. Afghanistan, an earthquake hit a couple days ago, 900 people died, and the next day it was an action shock, and 1,400 more people died after that, man. Lord tearing shit up, man. Tearing shit up. Then you got, you know, America Babylon the Great pulled up over there close to Venezuela. We talked about it a little bit earlier. And they had 1,200 ships or 1,200 missiles in these ships. And they was, and you know, in the captains, they were saying like, oh, we ain't threatening or nothing. And then the next day, that this boat was coming down with 11 Venezuelans on it. They blew it up, man. So now they in who's over there at war. You got Putin just went over to meet China, okay, to talk about the New World Order. And they in there talking about everything that don't got to do with America, man. They ain't including America in the New World Order over there, man. And that's what's going down, man. The council is being made before war. That's what's happening.
Say divided against Satan.
Yep. It's being established. Yeah. You know. So going in, once I want to add to it, you can see. Just took screenshots of it. Here we go. I just got a couple more I want to add to it. So it says Europe braces for World War III within months as Putin's next step remains unknown, man. But we know what he's gonna do. He ran Ezekiel 38. They Venezuela is with the BRICS now, man. The World War III is about to start, man. You know, on a full scale, and in a sense, you know, it's begun, you know, over there in some regions. But when we say in World War III, like we talking about civil war over here. America Babylon the Great turned into a battlefield, man. You know, that's what we got to be prepared for, man.
Sleeper cells,
you know, all types of stuff, man.
Yep, militias.
You know,
you think it's just gonna be men walking, just one man? They're gonna get in groups.
Yep.
And overtake shit.
Yep. And this is why. And remember how we were talking about how the government is, how the people are.
Yeah.
Well, Trump just rebranded the Pentagon as a Department of War.
Yeah.
See?
I really did, yeah.
That's what they doing, man. They're showing you what they're about, man. This is that red horse in Revelation. You saw a so-called white man to take peace from the earth. That's his job.
They could say some shit like Olympian has fallen. They took over the president, took over the White House.
Yep.
Now they like, while Trump is in some kind of capsule and shit, and then let people get out of order and just come and put it back in order out of chaos.
Yep.
You know, I'm just saying, you know, putting something out there that puts exercise Jake's mind like anything can happen, man. Out of nowhere. You know? And I hope we ready. You know what I'm saying? We prepare ourselves, so most I will. We ready, and there's nothing really we can do. This is what's gonna come is what's gonna come.
All we can do is hold fast, man. It said, do not be hasty in the time of trouble, man. Okay, and that don't mean just stand there and don't do shit. We just saying don't make no hasty decisions. Like if you see somebody getting shot, Jake, run, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Get the hell out the way. But
like
we just, you know, we just saying like, you know, don't panic. Yeah. Keep your mind calm. But in that day, you know, we pray Yahweh shot put a different spirit on us, man. He gonna have to. It said the mighty men will cry there bitterly. These are men who are trained for war and are killers, man, and survive wars.
And you don't know
it says they gonna be crying. Yeah. We gonna need a different spirit, man.
And you don't know what they might see when they see us. Yeah. They might see an angel.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They Most High may open a spiritual eye.
Because it said like we were saying in Wisdom of Solomon 17, it was talking about how some people he's gonna have a aura around them where they having ghostly figures pop up in their face, apparitions, seeing weird ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna be the only ones seeing it and shit. You gonna see somebody over there bugging the fuck like, get it off of me, get it out. Ain't even nothing on him and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? And he really seeing something, attack his ass, he feeling it and everything.
Or newly created creature just gonna take his ass and like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, he get up and then the ghostly figure go away, and then a real pterodactyl will pick his ass up, take his ass off somewhere, man. Like that's the kind of shit we're gonna be seeing. Like, oh shit, all right, let's go this way. Oh shit, get the fuck out of here. That nigga got took.
But you know, what did Moses see? Shit. What did Moses see during the time of Exodus? You know, he saw the pillars of cloud Most High. We might see chariots in that day, like just like that's where to go.
And you know, like you said in the book of Job, 5th chapter, he said, "At destruction, calamity shall last."
So
like you said, you might see some. That motherfucker get really fucked up. Jake, like, damn, you see that shit?
You might see you might see an eagle snatch a wig off a woman and
man,
beat her and shit.
It's gonna be a lot.
That shit gonna be funny as a motherfucker.
You'd be surprised how many women have wigs.
Take about a bald head.
You'd be surprised. There's a video. This dude, he just go around with a blow dryer. And bitch with Eve with a damn wig come by, he go, hey, like he got that blow dryer weed. He got that, hey, he knocked the whole hair off. He did it to a whole bunch of Eves out there. They was mad as hell. Boy, he was blowing wigs everywhere. Then he blowing, then go over here act like
you see,
and she come over there and push him and shit. They fuck you and shit. Oh boy, I was cracking up last night, boy. I see that shit.
Hey, that's what's gonna be happening. Some of these places, man.
Boy, them wigs is coming off quick, boy.
It's gonna be like, cause hey, have y'all even seen on the comment board where it's a horrific thing happen, and they put on the comment like, damn, I couldn't help but laugh. I mean, I'm going to here, I couldn't help but laugh on that motherfucker. Dude twisted up and shit, man. Like,
I'm saying, man,
you gonna laugh at something. Somebody doing laundry and they get in, they done fell in the dryer and they all tangled up and dying there. You gonna be laughing like a motherfucker. Like, how'd you pull that off and shit?
How'd you get in the dryer?
Yeah, go ahead. You deserve that shit.
And the last one is kind of going into they would start in California, but they forcing social media companies to put warning labels on content, man. That's what they're gonna start doing with our stuff, man. They're gonna be like, warning, this is misinformation, blah 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 blah.
And during that time of Jacob Trouble, when they try to calm everything down, they might just have troops come and those packages and what's the name gave us, drop it at the door. That's your food and shit. Like this whole shit might become like the county or the prison.
Or they just come in there and say, we need to house this place. Get out.
Yep.
He just outside. That's it.
And these National Guard. Remember when he was talking about the other night when they said in Chicago, so how they were looting stores, ransacking stores and shit. Remember when you said that's National Guard.
Yeah.
Gonna soon be down there.
Yeah,
and guess what? They asses over there.
Yep, and even when like Esau and them was trying to, they had little Edomites and stuff trying to make it seem like it was worse than it was. Because Jake wasn't really out there doing that. Most Jakes that was doing that shit, damn, in jail and shit.
And they was, and some of that might have been a prop, man.
Yeah, I see. It looked like on the video, it looked like it was a whole store just getting rammed back by 100,000 Jakes or something. It showed one video, it was two little Jakes, and they was up there at the front door, and one of them tried to kick the door open. He tried to run off with some charcoal or something like that. That ain't, no. A lot of that shit be staged, man. You gotta be careful with that shit.
That's why we bring up that movie Truman Show, man.
But that's what they did. That's what they did in that movie. What's that movie? It's called The Purge. The first Purge. When they did that one, Jake wasn't really doing nothing. They made it to where shit started going down. It's we're just gonna send people in there and make them do shit. They're trying to stir up shit. Jake was out there partying and drinking and shit.
And I've seen it on Craigslist. They said we need protesters to protest. If they pay you, you ain't even know. You don't even for that, but they pay you, so Jake go out there and shit like he's really that and shit. That's what a lot of these Israelites, so-called Israelites, they've been paid to play Israelites. They ain't really Israelites.
Oh man, that's confirmation for me right there. I said when I got Slocky, I was going to a lesson like exactly what you said. They ain't Israelites.
Yeah. Bishop.
We are Israel.
Yeah.
You know those of us that keep the law to the best of our ability. They still Gentiles.
The elder Bishop Ayathan, he made a video for COINTELPRO where they have FBI agents and informants to play Israelites, to put on an Israelite garment. Those are those. So best believe they out there. But anyway, anything else? Oh, that's all I got. That's all we got, man. Hopefully it was a edifying camp, man. And I'll water again for the comments, scriptures on comment board, and to all those that tune in, brothers and few sisters, gonna give all praises to Yahweh. Rakhtayah, Shai, double answer, Apostle, Elder, Bishop, Great Millstone. My salutation, brother, seek word for the hopeful elect, soon to be the elect, to the hopeful, extended elect, Shalom. And don't ever, when you just think that it ain't something, it's gonna be something. Like, don't think it's like, what I'm saying, just because it's a sunny day, it ain't dark shit going on. Mm-hmm. Or they ain't going down.
That's just like that one movie. This girl, because they was in the Florida Keys, and she was like, "Yeah, everything." She said everything bad always happens on a beautiful day, because it's always sunny there.
Yeah, and the scriptures say, "They shall say, peace and safety. Suddenly destruction shall fall upon."
Yeah.
Hey, I think when those missiles come on, it's gonna be a sunny day.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be like
I hope it's a sunny day like a motherfucker. I hope we got sodomites out here doing cartwheels and everything. Blow y'all ass up. So hey, yeah. I brought this out. We continue in the faith. Yep. Shalom.
Shalom. Do it to the end, man.
See you got out.
Yeah.